I'm very pleased with the results. I think the biggest thing to me when I think about the feelings is the optimism I have for the future. And every Q4, every holiday season is another proof point to me that we have a product and there's a market and people continue to vote with their dollars. The significance of 2024 performance really is internally for us. We do forecast fairly accurately. We understand our model of putting a dollar in and getting so many dollars out. And so Q4 really is a period of time to say, okay, what has happened during the year? How big of the audience have we created and built up? And then Q4 is really about taking advantage of the work that we've done in the prior 3 quarters. For this year in 2024, though, particularly, because we had developed and formed and began to execute on some really significant partnerships with athletes, with teams, with leagues and whatnot. This was unique in the fact that this was the first probably full quarter where we had a lot of our assets really kind of operating all at one time and kind of in the market at one time. And that really did create the tailwind behind us to buck some of the cost of media trends, the attention trends, and things like that everyone faced just due to the uniqueness of this particular quarter. And although I would have loved to have not had all the other distractions in the media, from the election to just the rising cost, and really see what we could do, I was pleased with the fact that our increase in performance year over year, and not only, I don't typically concentrate too much on year over year performance because, again, I expect our growth rate to trend at an aggressive growth rate regardless of what happened last year. But when I compare the costs of media and marketing and the cost to acquire customers year over year, at times we were experiencing more than double the cost during Q4. So the ability to leverage our partnerships and in a way that we hadn't had previously did create this increased rate of growth that we otherwise wouldn't have had. So for example, historically we grow 80 to 100% in this quarter year over year. This year we exceeded that even more, again, despite the cost of media. So every dollar we were spending was working harder for us. And a lot of that had to do with the fact that this was the first time that we had this level of partnerships, this level of story, this level of awareness, and in the form that we had. And so the significance to me is really reinforcing the bets that we made earlier in the year with these partnerships and seeing them really pay off.